Welcome to the Zompire Horde podcast. Join us every Monday, 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern, as your hosts, Vlad the Rad and Michelle of the Dead, discuss horror, true crime, and the macabre. Episodes available on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Join us, won't you? Hello, boys and girls, children of all ages. I am your host, Vlad the Rad, along with my always amazing, newly cleaned out co-host Michelle of the Dead. Well, shit the bed. We can't call you that anymore because
I almost did shit the bed though, so it's very fitting.
It's been flushed. Tonight we have some very special guests. Michelle, why don't you do the introductions before we bring them on?
Oh yeah, I have a couple of friends, Hecate and Ticker, and are hosts of this fun show called Band Wars. So we're going to bring these guys on and have them talk about themselves a little bit and then talk about the Band Wars thing.
Which will be, I believe, will be on Amazon Prime. So everyone has Amazon Prime, so there's no excuse to not watch it. So let's go ahead and bring them on. Heyo!
Hey!
Guys.
What's up?
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Too much metal for one hand.
That's
Right.
Well, how's it going, guys? Welcome.
Yeah, great to be here. Thank you for having us.
Cheers.
Prost.
So, Hecate, why don't you, for those who don't know you guys, why don't you tell everybody, who you are, what you do, a little bit about your band, and then we'll move on to Ticker, do the same thing, and then you guys can talk about Band Wars and what that is, because that's super exciting. But let's get some background on you guys first.
Yeah, totally. So I'm Hecate. I'm the lead singer of the heavy metal band out of Olympia, Deadbeat Blackout. Check us out. You know, if you like 80s metal, you'll love our shit.
I live in Shelton.
It's pretty good.
Pretty good.
That's all right. But so yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say. I'm your local asshole, I guess. You know, like beer, good times, heavy metal. I smoke too much, but
It's true.
yeah. So me and Tick actually are both pretty active in the local scene, not just the music, but with I met him through kind of modeling and music videos actually, through the cinematography company he has, which is pretty cool. About 5 years ago, and ever since we've just kind of been good friends. He's also in a band, so it's just bandmate friends and shit, and fucking got the wild idea to start doing some Band Wars shit, and it just kind of took off. And other than that, I mean, that's kind of consumed my life. I mean, my band's hit back on stage. We had to take a little hiatus. There was a loss of a family member and one of my bandmates, unfortunately. So we took about an 8-month break right after the release of our last album, Void of Silence, which you can get anywhere, by the way. We're back on the stage, though. It's fucking sick. Well, we've had 3 shows so far. We're booked out into the summer. So other than Band Wars and my band, man, I've just been swamped. That's about it. I think he's taking a break right now, so he's got a little easier than I do.
Yeah, I had to fire some of my bandmates and start fresh. So
yeah, it happens.
Oh,
It happens. I'm really lucky with my band. It's a bunch of great guys. We've got Mike Europe as our guitarist, Craig Fredrickson's our drummer, and then Chris Johnson, our bassist. And it's such a great band fam. It's because it's a marriage. It really is. And there's no egos. There's none of that. So it's been 5 years of bliss and making some
That's
fucking
awesome.
metal music and just chilling and stuff.
I thought Little Nicky was in your band.
Yeah. You're not in my fucking band.
David Pratt's in the house in Tennessee.
Actually, anybody in the Tacoma area, we do have a show this Saturday at the Y Sports Bar in Spanaway. If you guys want to come catch that, I think we're going to be playing with Voodoo Death Gun. A great bunch of guys played with them way back before COVID. New band, Moopsy, some good friends of ours started this project, so I'm really excited to see what they're about. And then this band called Milk Crates. That's the name's exciting, so I don't know what's in store there, but it'd be cool to catch you guys down if you guys like some heavy metal and throwing back some beers.
Like to get down.
Yeah, I like to get down.
So, and that was one of my questions I was going to ask is what genre of music? Obviously, you said heavy metal. Is there a sub genre? Because
I guess, I mean, we get we're all original music. So I mean, we're kind of our own thing. We're really kind of like old school.
They
in
sound
our
like
sound.
female Iron Maiden, in my opinion.
Well, we get Maiden a lot. We've gotten Dio, Rat. We're really awesome fucking solos, dude. Just melt your fucking face to the floor solos. It's so incredible. But I mean, it's hard to really say. We promote ourselves as heavy metal. But
Okay.
these days it's kind of hard to really fit in with the
And
other.
then there's so many different subgenres, there's
Right. We're really old school.
Grease metal.
Well, I always try to like.
butt rock.
I figured we should break up genres mostly by the type of mosh pit it is. So it's either like a circle pit, which is like punk hardcore, right? Then you have like the karate tournament hardcore. Then you got the wall of death metal, like Slayer and shit. So I mean, I just usually try to figure out what kind of pit's going on, and then I know what kind of music it's going to be.
So we're not really a pit band. We're definitely more like Iron Maiden. Like, it's just some good fucking like
a lot of this.
Smoke a joint.
Fucking get your whiskey on, you know what I mean?
That's right. Okay.
Listen to the story that I'm telling you, and just those solos, and just fucking disappear. It's good shit.
I can dig.
I mean, I love the mosh shit too, but that's just
Look,
I love called Nemesis. It's like my favorite song they have.
Oh, that solo is so fucking rad.
I'm 45. I don't do well in pits nowadays anyway.
Oh, you do fine. You do fine.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll
if you
throw a
want to
hip.
check it out, I would recommend hitting up YouTube and looking up our music video Tear It Down. And that's Deadbeat Blackout again. And he actually filmed it way back in the day before COVID and shit. And it's fucking rad. It's a good representation of what we're about, what you'd expect to see and shit. And it's wicked. I mean, this guy is fucking insane.
Not to mention that she's hot as fuck in the.
But yeah, you guys ever need any music video?
All the time, Tick.
This guy's hot as fuck. I actually got mistaken.
He's all right.
I got mistaken as him yesterday at the gas station, and I was so honored. They were like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I thought you were Tick from behind," and I was like, "I think he's fine as fuck." So,
You're like, I see his butt all the time. Like, I wouldn't mind it.
I'm like kind of marrying him, so like that's not bad.
Yeah, that's so awesome.
So, Tick, you're taking a temporary break while you get some new bandmates. You said.
Yeah, I don't know if Michelle told you, but I have Tourette's. I don't know if that was.
I just figured you were
that was
having
it
a good
right
time.
there. That was good timing. Hey, hey, I got a memory for you.
Okay.
How did it go? How's this for quiet on set? Woo!
That was the longest, loudest Tick of the day.
It was the longest woo ever.
Amazing.
You were holding it back for so long, though. These guys were on set for the Friday the 13th Vengeance Part 2. Yeah. Hecate had a role in it. Ticker, you did PA and like location scouting. You kind of rounded up all the music for it.
I was with you.
Yeah, he had a role in it too. Remember the van?
Oh yeah. Whoa. That's right. I was even in it with me. Duh. So, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, that was good stuff.
Yeah,
was
fun
good
times, dude. That was such a blast.
It was fun.
Yeah. So I've been playing for 17 years, and I've actually, in total, have fired 15 people in my career.
Oh wow.
And I'm not like I'm not an ass. I just always end up finding the guys that want like drugs over the success or
drama.
I just find the most dramatic people by accident. So I'm in Crypt Amnesia, and we play monster rock, industrial.
Dude.
We do the whole, I do like the full body paint, and we're changing it up this time. I have like a robotic tail this time, so like,
oh cool, that's awesome.
New, it's like a whole new lore thing that we're doing, and I got 5 members again. I haven't had 5 members in 3 or 4 years. We've been a 2-man band for a while, doing like just like on the computer. But the last guy I had, even though he's an original, he just had a lot of personal stuff going on that he chose over the success and stuff. So I had to let him go. you know, I get tired of doing it, but like I'm just so used to it, unfortunately, that I'm like, you gotta go, man. Because I'll set my boundaries right off the bat. I'm like, you know, like don't do the hard drugs. If you got to do something like coke or whatever, like do it after the show, off the venue, please.
Right.
Yeah, get
Be a
basic
professional.
shit, you know? Yeah, common
Just
sense
be a
shit.
fucking professional is all.
Yeah. And I can't believe the amount of people that can't do that. And not all of them. Some have left for other reasons, but a majority of them I've had to be like, dude, shit.
Well,
So,
I
go ahead.
go ahead. I feel like honestly, like it's either there's like two types of musicians, because I was a vocalist in bands like for many years, and it was either like the married guy who was professional but couldn't tour, or it was the guy who was single who's a fucking total lush and drug addict who can tour, but you don't want to go any fucking where with him.
Yeah, that's that one that you just said, that was the last one. You nailed it last time.
Yeah.
So but I want to keep going, you know, like I don't want to have people ruin it for me, so I just keep going. But I think this time I found a good amount of people. They played, half the band played, so they're in System 7, James and Eddie, and they played Pain in the Grass. They opened up for like Rob Zombie, Marilyn Manson.
How cool.
Yeah, I'm actually a little intimidated having them in my band. But they're really cool. And then I have Corey Chaos. He was in Method 13 for a while, and he's got Burn Through Life.
Yeah.
You know, and then we got
Super Rad.
And then I still got Justin, Johnny Doom. He was our bass player right at the end there. So we were a 3-man for a moment. So still have him, and yeah, man, I'm excited. We got you know, we're kind of like I really love KMFDM.
Yes.
Huge KMFDM fan. Really
Me
into Lord of the
too.
Lost right now.
Yeah.
You know, just that kind of like that German industrial metal sound, like Rammstein. And I love the soundtrack for the new Doom game, you know, like who did all the music for the, you know, God, I can't remember that. It's like the BFC division. They're like in drop F or E or something like that, just really low. But it's a little dark and spooky themed. Like I said, it's monster rock, so we all dress up. Yeah, I'm excited. I think this is the first group I'm gonna have where they're all professional. Like when I had everyone come in at the beginning, like 8 years ago in this band, it was kind of the same thing. Everyone had some issues, and I was aware of it, but I just wanted to, like, you know, ignore it.
Yeah.
Make music instead.
Yeah. But it happened, so now I have to be more, you know. But I'm not like aggressive. I'm actually like probably one of the most laid back people you'll meet. I just have my standards now. I've been doing it for so long now that I feel like I shouldn't play around with people like that anymore, you know. Like I mean, I love if people want to jam and you know, just hang out and stuff. I think that's great, you know. It's supposed to be about the music, but I would love to wake up and do this for a living, you know, and wake up and get a check to just sing my face off. So I am trying to be like professional, but not trying to be like, you know, I call them like the business suit bands, you know, the bands that are like manager types because they don't have managers, or they want to impress those people. So like, you know, they're kind of like businessmen that are in bands, and they're way too cold, you know, like they're just, you don't trust them, you can't hang out with them. They don't drink, which is also scary. No.
Yeah, terrifying.
So anyways, yeah, so we both have different styles, but we both love the stuff. Like I love 80s metal a lot, and
I love it. It's great.
So, you know, very supportive. And yeah, we met. She showed up at my music video shoot like 7 years ago, or
was it that long ago?
Yeah, no, because it was 5, so 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah,
and we hit it off like right away, and then we started officially dating on set at Vengeance too.
Oh,
so
rad.
We've known Michelle for a while, and she's been in some of our videos, and she's going to be in Band Wars here eventually. Well, once we get that all lined up, we're going to do some fun stuff.
That's cool that you guys, like, your meeting was on something that you can really attach to, like, time wise, and like something that's really cool. You know what I mean? It's like everybody's stories, like I met her in a bar, but like it's very few and far between that you get to meet someone like doing something rad, like making a movie. I met my wife, her and I performed in a sideshow circus, and she was called a grinder girl, so she used to like blow sparks off her titties and all that. And then we did suspension, and I was a piercer for 21 years.
That's cool.
And so we used to do suspension in our show, and I would do certain tricks as well. But that's how we met. So it's kind of a similar story where you have something, a time and a place, and like something cool going on you can attach it to. That's rad.
Yeah. I will say though, Vlad, like you, when I first met him, I thought he was having a good time too. Like, I could hear him. I was like, "Who the fuck is that?" I was like, "Woo!" Because I was like throwing back some whiskey. I just got off the ferry. I had to travel like 5 hours to that fucking video, and I wasn't driving. Like I got there feeling pretty good. And I hear this guy just like, "Woo!" I was like, "Woo!"
Yeah.
Well, he's like, I got Tourette's. I was like, I'm drunk.
I've had several concussions and I've been a pothead most of my life, so my memory is absolute dog shit.
She's had 2 concussions since I've met her.
Well, wow. So that was basically in the name of science, and it had to be done.
Yeah.
Well, you know? But someone said to me once, because I'll repeat myself a lot of times, especially if it's a cool story that I've forgotten that I told you. I'll be like, "Oh, I got in this fight this one time," or whatever.
Yeah.
And this dude's like, "It's all right," and I'd be like, "Oh man, sorry if I told you that," because he would tell me, he's like, "You just told me that," and I'm like, "Oh yeah, sorry," and he's like, "No man, you're just having a good time." So I always say that to people, like, "No man, you're just having a good time."
That's nice. You know, usually when my friends remind me, "Hey, you've already told me this story like 3 times," I'm like, "Well, you're gonna hear it again because I've already said it." Like,
the details make a difference.
Just bear with me.
Yeah.
That's what's cool. So we met each other with music and we started dating on film, and we had like some of the people like CJ Graham and Paul what was his name again?
Paul Taylor.
Paul Taylor.
Just kind of like decided to go out of their way to give us their blessing. They're like, "Oh, you guys."
We weren't even dating yet, so it was interesting.
Yeah. Well, you guys have been best friends for like a really long time, and
since that music video, since the time we met, we just traded numbers and have been in constant contact, and we just became like that good friend that you can call like drunk as fuck at 3 a.m. and they're gonna answer.
And we would talk for like 5 or 6 hours.
Yeah, till
we would look
dawn.
at the phone like, holy crap.
Yeah. I would love like seeing my phone ring and it was like him, and I'm like, yes, this is gonna be good. I better get a cigarette and a drink. Like, I knew he was gonna be doing something ridiculous to call me at that hour.
But it was always
never let me down.
It was always like,
it was hilarious.
Like I almost killed a homeless guy one night.
Oh shit!
Because he was picking on me. It was like 2 a.m. I was drunk, walking away from a bad situation because my past members were just like drama. So I was trying to like leave, and this guy just thought I kept yipping at him and yelling at him, and I tried to tell him like a bunch that I had Tourette's, and he just like physically attacked me. So I just kind of beat him up until I realized he wasn't moving anymore, and I was like, "Oh God!"
Oops.
He was breathing though, so.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Don't fuck with the Tourette's, man."
Yeah, like physically though, it was intense, you know, and that's crazy. Some people don't realize that when you have Tourette's, people just like they don't understand. Like, they won't give you a chance to understand, you know. So it doesn't happen often, but he was homeless and mentally ill, so like, you know, he wasn't listening to me. But
hey, well, don't give him that much credit. I mean, he works at Best Buy on the side sometimes, and he's been told by customers that he should be wearing a sign. So you'd be very surprised how ignorant people are of it.
But I'm so used to
it. Things I hear that he tells me, I'm like, what?
She's seen it, yeah.
Like, so, like it's really interesting.
It's great. One of the most common ones I get, and I love it though. Like I've been going by Ticker since I was 13. My first band nicknamed me Ticker, and I love it. A lot of people think it's a rude, but it's not. It's totally my thing.
Yeah,
I think it's cool. I can't imagine not having Tourette's because it kind of goes with my lifestyle.
I mean, honestly, it's kind of hot. I mean, like some really cute faces sometimes.
Oh, jeez.
You know, you will always lose at hide and seek though, so that's not good.
Well, yeah. So a lot of people worry, like my dad. He won't say it to me, but I'm like, "Dad, when are we going hunting?" And he's like, "Oh." Oh, well, anyway, it's great weather here. Because
no, Brian, you didn't miss the live jam.
Brian.
Well, I was gonna say, like, as far as people picking on people that have like Tourette's and different other, you know what I mean? Like, I was born in the 70s and grew up in like the 80s and 90s, which was like prime pick on people fucking eras, right? And I was just saying this about the war, the Russian and Ukraine war. It's like this day and age, you think that as a society we've gotten past going to war or making fun of people who, you know what I mean, are born with something they have no control over. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you think as a society we've grown enough to know better. But yeah, it's insane. Like, again, that people would do something like that to you, or that Russia's fucking killing people in the Ukraine, you know?
Oh yeah. Well, we both agreed that, like, you know, like bullies are, I mean, I honestly thank bullies for where I am today because
Yeah.
they kind of were like that first, you know,
That
they gave
little
me that.
push.
Yeah, like you got to fight for yourself, you know. So
Yeah.
in a weird way, I'm not saying I support bullies, but like
Right.
In some
The
ways,
the ones that just want to like punch you and take your lunch money.
Yeah, fuck those
right.
guys.
Yeah,
You know?
fuck those guys.
So, like, but the thing I hear, like, but you get used to it. Like, I've heard it all. You know,
Well,
it's a very
but
tender
as-
word nowadays. But I've just heard it so many times that I don't
Right.
mind saying it.
I think as a
I've
kid
been
it
called
helps build you up, but as an adult it's just unnecessary. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, it still happens
exactly.
though, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Today, like, I
Right.
still hear the word retard. You know, because people
Yeah,
are
yeah.
like, it's like their first word to go to, and like, I mean, I heard that when I was 8, man. Like, that's your go-to, you know.
Yeah.
But it was funny now though. Like, it's more funny. Like, I come home and I'll tell her like what happened today, and the one I get the most, the common thing is, oh, well, it's really nice of them to let you out here, because they're like trying to say like it's
like, what the
cool that
fuck?
they're open-minded, but they say it in a way that sounds really ignorant, you know, like
Like
so
you're an
I'll
animal.
joke and be like, well, I just got out of my cage, I gotta you know, they'll come and give me like 5 minutes.
You know, and the funny part is too, is like, you know, if somebody actually sat down and talked to you, they would find that you are quite fucking intelligent, you know,
yeah,
and
he's very
articulate,
intelligent.
and you have millions of great ideas, and you know a lot of shit, and you
Thanks,
know,
man.
you're definitely not retarded. So,
I mean, I beg to differ occasionally.
I mean, you know,
it depends on what time of the night it is.
sometimes.
Yeah, no, for real. So like, you know, it's funny because that word was just used so much growing up too that I forget people are sensitive. But I always tell
Right.
the people that get upset about it are people that don't have anything to do with it. You know, like we have a
Right.
friend in Band Wars that's a midget, and he actually told us, or I can't remember if he told us or Yak told me, or I can't remember when it was said.
We were told.
Yeah, he actually said that the people that said that midgets don't like it and like to be called small people or tall people, like they never once said we don't want to be called midgets, because now you're saying they're small people.
It's like kind of belittling. You
Yeah,
know?
it's belittling. No pun intended.
Get it?
So,
Belittling.
so that's
But
what he. So the people that care about those words and those things the most are the ones that normally, you know,
don't associate it. You know?
I'm not
Right.
really throwing it out around, but like I've heard it so much in my life at me that I'm just like, come on, man. Like,
Yeah,
they're
like
just looking.
Yeah.
They're just
Come
looking
up with
for a
something
pedestal
more
to
original.
stand on and you know what I mean, shout about when they have nothing else to like really concern themselves
Right.
with.
Yeah, I have friends
yeah.
that have like family that's like they care because they have family that's like or something. That makes sense to me. But like the people that freak out about it,
Yeah.
you know, it's just drives me nuts.
Well, in all honesty, what, you know, let's not use that word anymore. People are just gonna come up with a new one, you know.
Exactly
And
right.
at the end of the day, it's just words. It's like the person saying it's kind of like, fuck you, you're an asshole. You're clearly so unhappy you have to go out of your way to try to ruin my day. So fuck you.
I like-
Yeah.
but it's great, and I've made a life about it, you know.
Yeah.
And Josh Hamilton is overused, anyways. There's a NASCAR driver, a baseball player, and a serial killer in Maine named Josh Hamilton.
There you go.
I gotta go by ticker.
Ticker, it's perfect for you.
Yeah,
I just like calling people lames. You're a fucking lame.
That's nice. Well, I remember that.
Everyone can just be a lame. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Well,
So
why don't you tell us?
Oh, yeah,
go
go ahead. Sorry.
I was going to ask how you guys got started with Band Wars and what it was all about.
Yeah. What is Band Wars?
What is Band Wars and when can we watch it?
So Band Wars is kind of like, I don't know, like the greatest fucking thing I think we have done in our life thus far. Originally, Band Wars was going to be 5 hosts, actually. And we all got together. We're doing like the promo show, like video and pictures, right? I mean, it's been so many years, right before COVID, right? And then COVID happened and everything got shut down. And it's like, oh shit, now what do we do? And a couple of the members that were going to be the other hosts were just like, took it very, very, very seriously, and you know, basically didn't want to be a part of it at all. Like, you know, they didn't want to be around anyone. They just wanted to stay in their house, like isolated. And he and I were, you know, once things started opening up enough that we could like go out and do stuff, we were like, we were so hungry for it. Like, just, I think we were like the only ones truly excited about it. And we were always talking about bouncing off ideas and coming up with skit ideas, like when we can get back to it. And once we could start getting back to it, you know, it was just kind of hard to, it's like they kind of lost interest. So it was like, you know what? this is kind of our baby anyways. Let's just make it us. I think we can start now and fucking get going. And honestly, I think it was the best thing we could have done, because it was like right from that moment, that decision, it just fucking took off. We just started skit after skit. It was like we got the ball rolling, and here we are now. And I can't believe it's already almost premiere date. It's insane.
Yeah, and the idea originally was because our company, Twisted Images, helps this guy, Chris51, who's one of my best friends, our friends, and he had his own show called Epic Ink. It was one of those tattoo shows, and it was on A&E for a while. And he became one of our good friends, and we were filming some of his stuff. And then he also works with the guys from Ink Master, who are coming together now to make a show coming out soon, hopefully, called Collectors Inc. So our company
it's super rad.
shoots that, and they're like, got like the Green Power Ranger is going to be in it, and a bunch of other cool like nerdy guys. And so Chris was like, you guys, because it's all kind of like it's like a gamble. Like they're making it and they're gonna like bring it out there eventually. So they're not paying us, but it's like, it's the opportunity. And so Chris was like, what do you guys want? I want tattoos. What do you want? And we were like, well, can we have our own TV show? For so long, and we pitched the idea, and they said yeah, and they showed us where to go to get on Amazon, and it got clicked in there. So it became like Impractical Jokers meets Jackass for musicians. It's all competitive, and
it's really Viva La Bammy. If you guys remember that, more Viva La Bam than I think anything.
CKY.
We do a lot of dumb shit, but it's really, really like centered around like the local music scene
of all genres.
Yeah, of all genres. So we do all these skits, and we kind of compete against each other, and our teams are made up of either entire bands or member bands. We've got a couple country singers. We've got like EDM artists, rap artists, like a whole rap group, Yak Nasty, that Nilla is, and the Northwest. They're fucking insane. So it's just kind of a really cool way to like, kind of bring all this local music onto a platform that's like literally international. It's everyone, like you said, everyone's got fucking Amazon Prime, and it's like, dude, you're gonna be on this. Like, so it was kind of slow going in the beginning.
Yeah, some people didn't want to. Sorry.
Yeah, well, no, you're good. Go ahead.
Some people didn't want to do it because I think they thought it wasn't serious.
Yeah, like low budget.
We're just some friends trying to do videos. Yeah. But eventually we got some bands that we were close with to do some to like kind of represent and show people. And then I think once people started seeing what it was, everyone has hit us up,
we're actually having to like starting to turn people away because we're maxing out on space for the season. But no worries, there will absolutely be a season 2 for anybody that did not make this cut.
You're gonna need that for your spillover.
Oh yeah. Oh, I mean, and there already is so much spillover. There was originally going to be 4 episodes we were going to do, so kind of like longer episodes, but they were going to be kind of like seasonally themed. So like our summer, which would have the Beer Olympics and a bunch of other epic shit. Like Halloween, fucking Christmas, spring, and shit. And but we've got so much shit, dude, and so many bands. I think we're gonna have to like.
I think we're gonna have
8 episodes.
Yeah, 8 to 10 episodes. It might be.
That's awesome.
Which is better, anyways, and then we can shorten them, so it gives you something to binge on.
Yeah. It'd be cool too if you did like a rap group versus like a black metal group. You know what I mean?
We kind of did that.
It's funny you say that because we did that. It was the rap band. Hecate was on the rap band's team. And then it was my band, which was the industrial metal band.
Yeah, so we had the Kryptonesia versus Yak Nasty and the Northwest Weirdos.
Yeah. And it was something called a show shutdown timer, where we actually
that's actually what my vest. That's what my vest company, yo.
I just bought a large Levi black jean jacket the other day. I have a blue one that's all done up, and then I went on and ordered a House of a Thousand Corpses back patch.
Nice.
So it's for the convention. So I'm perfecting it. No one will see it until convention day, and then I'll be rocking my new black vest. I think I'm going to get rid of my old one because it's a little boxy on me, but I finally got a black one.
You're going to be at ConferCon?
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah, he's on my team. We're running the VIP room.
Nice. Well, we're going to see it because our company is the cinematographer for the.
Yes.
Nice.
That's awesome.
That's rad. Yeah, I tried. What's that?
I think Troy said that if we do it and it sticks, then he'll make sure that we do it every year and get us a spot.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I was actually there
excited.
last year on Sunday, but just briefly because I did a private signing with Lisa Wilcox for my box.
And that's when I met you.
And that's where we met and started a podcast.
Yeah.
Actually, we were there that Sunday. That was that last day. That was a hell of a way to close it out.
Actually, back in 2011, I believe it was, that the circus sideshow that I was involved with, we actually did a suspension at Crypticon on the main floor out in the lobby.
What group is that?
It was called No Loston's Freaks.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know about Pure Circus and I know about oh yeah, Zena.
I think Pure Circus has members that may have members that were or at one point were in No Loston's Freaks. But we used to do like the Psychobilly Brawl and stuff like that. We did like shows at El Corazon and we did the Exotic Erotic Ball in San Francisco. We opened up for Meat Hook in San Francisco, which was really good.
Oh wow!
With him. But yeah, we used to do that kind of stuff. And
I'm gonna call you Meat Hook.
I wish I had the courage to do something like that because that'd be a crazy band wars stunt, but I can't do it.
Suspension.
I don't even like getting pierced. I like tattoos a lot, but there's something about getting the needle all the way through that just.
I don't know, that big of a gauge is what does it for me. I'm like,
put it this way, I've
plasma.
As a piercer, I've suspended over 100 people, and I've absolutely never suspended myself because I just physically can't wrap my head around wanting or needing to be pulled off the ground by my flesh.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't need to do it.
If you want to practice what it would feel like to be picked up by a pterodactyl, that's good practice. That's probably how it would feel.
That's the best way to explain that.
Or like a big shit hawk swoops.
Yeah.
Do you guys know the Fun House in Seattle, yeah?
Yeah.
I played there.
I played there a couple times too.
One of the guys that was in that same group with me, I actually suspended him from his butt cheeks in the outside bar of the Fun House.
Wait, you still know this guy?
What's that?
You still know this guy? We would love to have him.
James Scarlett. Yeah,
we
I know.
would love to suspend you, James Scarlett, by your butt cheeks
ass.
on Amazon.
Your ass cheeks.
We actually we stapled our ass at the Vessel in Linwood for we were doing a Van Wars fundraiser. We had a fucking drive fail on us, which sucked, and we had to take it to the best of the best, right? Like, so the same guys. My band's Deadbeat Blackout, and wait, which side is everything's backwards, and his is Crypt Amnesia.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Steve
Unger of Metal Church, fucking badass dude. It was his birthday actually, and so to help raise money to get this drive back, we
is that backwards? You can't even see it.
Light's so bright. There you go. Crypt Amnesia. It's got like a coffin and a gear. It's cool. But so anyway, Steve Unger had one of his big fucking Elvis shows, Alive 85. He's such a badass dude. So he hit us up and was like, hey, I want you guys to come do like a Band Wars fundraiser kind of thing. So of course we had to, give him a little show. So we did
where'd he go?
He probably went to put his dog out or something.
Okay.
But so we did some Steve-O shots, which we kind of, they're not really called that, but we call them that. We tend to do more than we probably should. Going back to that word retarded. So basically a Steve-O shot's one of our favorite things to do. We'll fucking snort some salt, you throw back a shot, and then you squirt the lime in your eyeballs.
God. Ow.
So we
The
did
salt
that,
sucks
and
more than
then
lime.
because that's just kind of become like a Band Wars staple for us. And then we did a little thing. One of the games, the Beer Olympics, that is on Band Wars is featured on Band Wars as well. Which is Ice Cube tray chugger. So if you can fit an entire beer in an ice cube tray like perfectly, and it's like a relay, and you like hit it with a straw, right? And then like the next person goes. So since like the Steel shot's like a staple for Band Wars, we decided, well, let's just staple our ass. And we actually had Jason Brooks, Jason Voorhees, fucking staple our asses at the vessel. So
Yeah.
it was pretty cool. That's as far as I'm going with human suspension or anything like that. I'll get stapled in the ass.
Yeah, we found out that
Suspended
wasn't.
by my ass. I don't know.
I was like afraid of it, but it was like it didn't even hurt. Like,
Honestly, I didn't even fucking feel it.
Yeah.
I was like, "Did you staple me yet?" And then Jason's like, "I stapled you 3 times." I was like, "I don't even know what."
There's staples in my ass.
I didn't even know.
That's one of the things that they did in the circus is they'd have girls go around in like bikinis and like with the staplers and staple money to their butt cheeks and stuff like that as like tips.
I thought it was
Yeah.
gonna be like painful, but I guess it's. I mean, not to tell any like trade secrets, but I didn't even realize my butt was stapled.
I've seen videos and stuff of like people like performers getting money stapled to them, and I'm like, oh yeah, man, I'm like, it can't be that bad, but like I didn't expect to not feel it at all. But I mean, there's a lot of meat on your ass,
I felt it in my shoulder a little bit because I tried it out on my shoulder first, but on my
Right.
butt I didn't feel it, which is
Yeah.
weird
Huh.
because I have an ass tattoo, and that was actually one of the more painful tattoos I had. So I
Oh,
was
dude.
expecting it to hurt a lot of my butt.
He's
but,
just a big baby. Don't listen. Seriously, he's learning his shapes and colors, and we just turned off Blue's Clues to be here. So
Aw.
But you're recording the new episodes, right?
of
Yeah.
course,
Oh, I thought you guys were watching the
We should do a
vintage
really,
Steve
like-
episodes.
we should do a really like raunchy, like ridiculous Blue's Clues concept for a Band Wars skit.
yeah, because you have to like find the clues and like draw them or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
And
We could come up with something.
and there was a mailbox.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
I just remember like it went off the air and that dude disappeared in like last year or something. He just came out of nowhere and he's like, I just want you all to know life is great and everyone love one another, and everyone like freaked out. Like the whole internet's like, oh my God, he's back.
Yeah, I remember that.
I was like, who
They're
cares?
freaked out about it. Yeah, they freak out about everything. It's like, oh my God, shut up.
Yeah, there's this one where that you shared where it was like, oh, I hope you guys are all doing great things, and then it's like the picture of this guy on the like a table like vomiting out nacho sauce. Or something like that.
Yeah, I was like some drunk asshole. It's like, well, because I was seeing it everywhere, and I was like, fuck this, man. I haven't gotten better with the years. I've gotten worse. So I just like, pulled a little quote and put like this picture of this fucking. It was like some wasted guy like bent backwards over a bench. I was like, that's where I'm at. I haven't seen you guys in a while.
You
Yeah,
like the
so-
Go ahead.
Huh?
Go ahead.
We're so kind to each other. I love it.
No, you go.
We're hoping the idea is like, so like we covered Vegas, Oregon, Washington, and maybe depending on if we're gonna go to Texas before that, Texas.
Yeah.
But
Or
we're
New
hoping
York,
that each
yeah.
season we do, the goal is to like have a bunch of bands from different states every season. So like first season is Washington, Oregon, the ones I mentioned. Then
Right.
season 2 is going to be Canada and Maine,
Yeah.
and Ohio.
Yeah, New York, actually too, New York, like you said, Texas. So we getting around.
Yeah, we want to
I
tour.
like it.
It'd be cool to like when this blows up
Yeah.
to have a tour bus with Band Wars. We just drive across, and we had all these bands are down to do stuff with us. We're gonna have a competition that we're gonna announce here the next couple of days, where we're gonna ask bands from all over the place to take our logo and put it on either like a band photo or just hold this like flyer we're making and do like a hashtag Band Wars TV to get a chance to have like a 2-minute full set of like us kind of showing off your band.
Nice.
And that's so that way we can get bands from all over to participate.
Right.
Because it's an idea that we want all the bands to know, and everyone in Washington and Oregon that we know want to be part of it, and they love the idea. So
Yeah.
we want it to be something that all the bands want to be part of, and that'd be cool if like that's what the show became was
Well,
just
and I mean-
seasons and seasons of
Yeah.
different bands from different places, Europe.
Right. And we're already getting that. You know, we've got a couple people in New York that are like, hey, you guys make it out this way. You know, we got to be on here.
We had 2 bands from Europe just yesterday.
Yeah, so it's we're kind of like at the point, like I said, where it's like we're already maxing out with like band space and like the skits because the time is short. This is actually going to release on Amazon Prime on July 3rd.
Damn, that's really soon.
I was going to ask you about that.
Exactly. So it's kind of like we're at the end here.
We have like 3 days where there's like 6 different events in like one day that we have to cram to.
Wild.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
And we've had a couple great bands reach out for that too. We got there's a very well-known Seattle band called Limberlost that is going to be a part of it.
We had Wyatt Olney of Wyatt Only in the Record.
Wyatt! We love Wyatt.
We've got Pamela Moore is going to be in it of Queensrÿche.
We love Pamela.
She's so beautiful.
And
Coach Unger and Sin Circus, his boys band, Sin Circus, which is fucking epic. And I mean, countless others. I mean, there's so many bands, which is so cool. It's really been taken off like mad. The word's obviously spreading like wildfire. So it's really cool to get to like, you know, have our goal of really promoting all these local bands and shit. Like,
right.
It's just it's raining bands. It's amazing.
I just want to say, by season 5, I hope to see like that, like Band Wars, England versus US, or like Mexico versus Canada. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Fighter did. You know what I mean? Like that would be pretty slick.
Oh, well, we had
like your best of your best versus our best.
I love that. Yeah. That's so cool.
That'd be dope. Yeah.
Yeah, and we just got confirmation for the next season. Some famous people from Canada, and that's all we can say.
Yeah.
We were really surprised.
Trailer Park Boys. No, I'm just kidding.
To be a part of stuff. And
I want a Trailer Park Boys contact. Wait, I hope I didn't spoil anything.
No,
not at all. You're just a smart cookie.
This cookie don't crumble. So back to Band Wars.
Well, yeah. So we almost had Steve-O from Jackass on the show.
Yeah.
He actually agreed to it, and his manager was like, "Yeah, sure." And then his branding stepped in, and his branding said that we weren't like crazy enough as Steve-O, and we were like, "No one is crazy enough as Steve-O."
Yeah. Like, what are you asking?
You know, so we were like mild, and we were like, "Oh, that sucks." But they loved it though. They made a point to write us back again and be like, "No, we really think this is a good idea. We can't do it or don't have the time or whatever." And so we're hoping that like as it picks up, maybe eventually, you know, we were going to try to reach out to Rab himself from Viva La Bam and see if he's down, and you know, some other random people.
Yeah.
Well, it's good to have that connection because, you know, as you guys grow, it may be something that, you know, it's something that could be down the road too. I think that'd be rad.
Oh yeah, totally.
Those guys, you know, the Jackass crew, like those, you know, all of those guys are like perfect for what Band Wars is doing. You know what I mean?
I know. That's what we were thinking.
Yeah.
We one of the many things we connected on is we both have a love for Johnny Knoxville.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And we go Bam and all that. I mean, we grew up with that shit, and so it's like it's really easy for us. It's a lot of fun. It's like kind of living out that childhood fantasy, you know.
Right.
Now our parents can't tell us no.
Yeah. And, we both have these photos of us both in high school, and it was weird because we have like the same stuff.
The fucking same. We could be like twins.
We both were wearing a Viva La Bam belt buckle. We both had the
same wristbands,
all Anarchy, and the checkered
all that stupid
sweatbands.
Shit.
You know,
dude.
That's awesome.
So you know, the premiere is gonna be sick. It's actually gonna be at Sean Loutz's house.
Nice.
Because he said he was
is that what you're talking about when you're making comments on the
theater?
Yeah, he agreed. So,
that's awesome.
Well, he was like a main producer, right? And he also like
I'm pretty sure he was like the executive producer.
Yeah, and a lot of the film for Friday the 13th was shot on his land.
Yeah.
So he allowed us to do one of our skits on his land, and then we did a grave digging competition, and the loser got buried alive.
That's all.
That sounds fun.
It was crazy. And we had
Jason held us at gunpoint.
Yeah.
There's no fucking around there.
And we had David Merrill from Evelyn's Casket, Raw Dogs, as our guest for that one, which is a really great horror punk band. He's so good at what he does. A lot of his music's on the show. So we were like, dude, can we, because he's making this new theater, and
it's like a legit theater.
So
it's like got concession stands and all that, like a real theater. We were originally going to do it up in Bellingham at the Pickford Theater, which is, I don't know if you are aware,
an old vintage theater.
Yeah, no idea. It's this big theater. It's really cool and everything. But then seeing that Sean, who we already know, and we're all about like supporting local and, you know, people we know and everybody that helps out the scene in one way or another. I mean, like we've got Jason on there, like Sean let us use his land. It's perfect. So
Michelle's going to be on there.
Yeah. So, and you know, and that's where we, you know, kind of really fell in love on that set. So it's kind of cool and fitting that we do it there. And yeah, it's going to be a rad theater. Check it out on Facebook, Sean Levitz, right? It's fucking sick.
And we're hoping to have this big 35-person party bus that we already used once for one of the skits.
Yeah, Levi Lyons bus.
VIP, and they can have like bands play on top of the bus.
Yeah, my band's gonna play on the top of there. It's gonna be fucking sick.
Yeah,
I was like, hey, you guys play on the top of a bus? And they were like, is it gonna be moving? I was like, no, dude. Wait, I mean, are you down? Because
Quick side note, you guys were talking about dressing similar in high school. Michelle of the Dead and I will be cosplaying Thelma and Louise hopefully this year. So we're not going to be dressed alike, but we'll be dressed like them.
Sweet.
I thought we were going to be wearing our matching lesbian sweaters.
We also, no, not sweaters. We talked about like lesbian vacation look, where we both wear like matching Hawaiian shirts and like
socks and Birkenstocks.
Socks and Birkenstocks.
Yeah.
I'm into it.
Like old 50s Elvis movies or whatever.
But like the hula girl and like mixed with like Long Island iced tea drinks all over the shirt, you know? Throw in some pineapples. Cool, it's a party.
I can't wait to see you guys there, man. I can't wait, and we got permission to film like Elvira and stuff. So I don't know how far we can get away with it. I don't know who we have to talk to, but wouldn't it be amazing if we got permission to have Elvira and the Gravekeeper,
John Kassir.
Crypt Keeper.
Yeah, Crypt Keeper on Band Wars. Like I'm really
probably just have to talk to like their Elvira's got her like manager probably, but
all we need is like, hey, this is, you know, Elvira, and you're watching Band Wars.
Yeah.
Let me just say though, a lot of people say that like talk to their management team or talk to their whoever, and with Elvira probably yes, but I find that I'll just Facebook or Instagram message people, and I get shit all the time back. It's really super like people make it out to be like a much bigger thing than it is.
I can't believe how easy it is to reach out. I noticed that podcast stuff is one thing, but there's like, depending on their brand and like stuff, because like on a podcast you're not selling them,
right?
When you have them at the show and people are paying for it, it like
right
changes. So like, because I had Richard Horvitz, who played Invader Zim, on my show, and I even had Steve-O from Jackass on mine, and it was just a matter, like you said, reaching out, and you know, it's like free. You know, they're at home, so it's not even really that big of a deal.
Right.
And I just learned that like they like to keep it relevant. They don't like to talk about like 20 years ago, but
or crimes they did.
Yeah. So if we already have the go-to, because we filmed for a couple Crypticon or Comic-Con stuff with Chris, and we got permission to film some of the celebrities, and we just used it for the show, and no one really said anything. So I don't know, like, but if we can get away with it, that would just be amazing.
Yeah, that would be rad.
You know,
while
Leslie and stuff.
Michelle and I had talked about trying to pull together a podcast while we were there, since we'll actually be together in person.
You should definitely do that.
That'd be wicked.
We're gonna work on that.
Yeah, we're definitely going to go live a few times, where applicable when we can. But yeah, I definitely want to do like a program too. So we'll have to find a time when we're not busy and do that.
Well, it's a great opportunity for it, might as well.
Exactly.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, we definitely appreciate you guys coming on. It's awesome to hear about Band Wars.
Hell yeah, thank you
I'm
for
really
having us.
I
excited.
can't wait
Now
till it comes out.
Now,
Oh, man,
correct
you
me,
and
you
me
said
both.
July 3rd?
July 3rd on Amazon Prime, man.
And
Then
that's a perfect
Michelle-
day because everyone's home July 4th. So what better thing to do than sit at home and watch some Band Wars?
That's
And
what I
it's
was
a
thinking.
Sunday. It's a Sunday as well.
Hell yeah.
Perfect.
Best day.
And the 3rd is actually our 1-year anniversary also.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Aw, look at
Just
that.
perfect all around. It's
Yeah.
a,
The
Like
amount
the
of
universe
cuteness,
is like
the amount of cuteness is overloading.
Can't
Can't deal with it. I'm like pink cupcakes for everybody.
yes.
Dude, really
Yes.
I love that.
David Pratt in Tennessee says, "Great show. Thank you,
Hell
Hell
David."
yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning in,
Yeah.
David. Pratt. Check
yeah.
us out, man.
I saw Hazel on there too, Amanda.
Yep. She was on.
Is that Hayes? I was wondering because I was
There
like,
she is.
these two asshats. I was like, she
Yeah,
must
dude.
know them.
Hey, you know
Yeah.
what, man? I have your pants, by the way, from that Krampus thing we did in Leavenworth.
Oh, yeah.
So next time I see you, remind me to bring them.
Was
She's
she
like-
just running around without pants?
For months now, she's like, "Where the fuck are my pants?
Yeah.
Where are my pants?"
You'll see her
I
at
have
bring them to Crypticon.
No,
Yeah.
we actually did this like badass Krampus shit with Krampus Seattle up in Leavenworth this summer or winter. So it was cold as fuck, and she was like, "You guys need extra pants," and just like gave
Which
us
is
pants.
also going to be in the show.
Yeah, really wicked.
And then we're going to meet up with Michelle. She's got some critters, and I won't say much about that, but we're going to do some stuff with Michelle for the show too. We're looking
And
forward
my
to that.
critters,
Yes.
which are in cages behind me all over.
I'll send you my finger and then you can use that.
Oh yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah,
This
let's-
is-
Whoa!
Oh,
Yeah,
what?
dude!
I was born in 1977, and there's the other 7.
Oh my fucking god, that's so rad!
Vlad the
Yeah.
Rad. It's right there in my
That's
name.
Disgusting.
That's amazing.
Amazing.
I'm so envious of that. Actually,
Oh.
Michelle has given me some badass specimens.
Oh, yeah.
which is pretty cool, but that is fucking badass.
I
How'd
have
you
a
get away with that? Because I wanted my appendix or my and they wouldn't even give it to me, and it was mine.
So basically, my dog's gonna bark because someone just walked in the door. Basically, what happened was it was an industrial accident. When my surgeon was going to cut it off, I was like, "Hey, can I keep it?" And he's like, "No, we don't really do that." He's like, "But some Native American tribes, like they have to be buried with their body parts, and so we do give it to them." And I was like, "Well, I'm not Native American, but I'm pagan heathen, and it's important for me to get buried with my body parts." He's like, "Enough said." Sign it off. And
Religious
after-
exemption, man, comes
Yeah.
to handy.
so they basically cut it off, and then like I think it was about a week and a half later, they called me and they're like, "Hey, you can come pick it up." So I went down and grabbed it and switched jars because it was in like a little specimen jar at first. Switched
Yeah.
jars, and then now I
That's
just take it.
fucking dope.
Dude,
That's
I made
cool.
I made a TikTok video, and it's my finger, and it's the song "I'll Be Missing You" by Puff Daddy. And it says in the picture, it says "You complete me," and
Oh
that
my
thing went
God,
brilliant,
dude.
nuts. Everybody loved that shit. It was
Oh, I know. I
hilarious.
love it. I shared that thing too a bunch of times.
Yeah, it was
It's pretty good.
What's
Pretty
cool
fucking
too is
Very
that
good.
very good. You actually
Very
have a
good.
permanent shocker too, which is kind of cool. Like, you know.
Oh, he's got a name for it.
Oh yeah, it's 2 in the pink, 1 in the stink, and a nub rub.
And then
This is not a children's show.
This is
not
not
Yeah,
not a
no.
children's show.
If you're under the age of 17, we're gonna need you to go ahead and log off.
It's a little late. It's too late.
Well, awesome guys. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for coming on. Everyone, we're gonna get to watch Band Wars so we can get
Yes.
season 2 and 3 and then season 5.
Fuck yeah.
Mexico versus El Salvador.
yes,
Uh
doing that.
Coming to
Well,
a
thank
town
you.
near you.
that's
Yeah.
right.
Bad Wars.
On Amazon Prime.
On
You gotta-
66.6 on your AM dial.
66.6
Yeah.
on your AM
Yeah,
dial.
dude.
You gotta say like when you say Amazon Prime though, you have to say it like kind of like Transformers like
Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime. You know?
Oh, it's funny that you say that. 'cause,
If you guys
John-
ever need someone to come on, you let me know. I'll do all the voices for you.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
we know John Bailey. He did all the voiceovers for Optimus Prime and all that. And
Oh, right on.
We have a
fuck
horror
me
movie.
then.
No, I mean that's cool.
I'm cheaper. I'm cheaper.
Local. Yeah.
Yeah.
I give hand jobs.
What's that?
You're a little weird, but I mean it works.
No, we'll keep that in mind. I was just saying it's funny you said that because we have a horror movie that we're all doing eventually, maybe next year called
Thrash Cult.
And John Bailey does our narration for
Narration,
our teaser trailer.
That's right.
And he does that. So I was like, it's funny you say that because we actually worked with the guy.
And Michelle, if you want to help with special effects, we're gonna start filming after Band Wars is all done, obviously. And it's kind of set more in like the colder season, so probably into fall, winter. But let's keep in touch because I love your work. You know.
Thank you.
Michelle's pretty good.
She's pretty good.
Right, thanks.
Side note, though, speaking
Such a
of
bitch,
though. Doug Bradley, who's right there, he played Pinhead. He did an intro for a Cradle of Filth song that was pretty fucking brutal.
Really?
I know, wasn't it Ghost in the Fog?
Yes.
Yeah.
The moon, she hangs like a stillborn face. Yeah, that dude.
I'll show you that.
It's on the Midian album.
I love that song. It's certainty as we shall see.
Yeah.
Dude, Danny is actually one of my like top 3 favorite artists. I'm afraid to go see him live because I'm always told they're garbage live, but I still love them a lot, and I still want to. I almost opened up for them, but they canceled their Washington tour, and I was just like so excited.
It bothers me that he doesn't get the amount of credit he does for he does all the writing, lyrics, drums, everything. He doesn't get any credit for it.
That's bullshit. I know.
Yeah,
he's so cool.
I love that band.
And he was on Viva La Bam a lot, so
he was. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much, Michelle. Stick around. We are going to close this out. And everyone, go see Band Wars July 3rd on Amazon Prime.
We'll see you there, Warriors.
Thanks for coming, you guys. It's good to see your faces. I love their faces. I miss them.
Rad. I'm glad that
I miss them. Yeah,
we have them on.
We spent a lot of time together during the filming of Vengeance. So it's kind of like family when you work with certain people, and like they said too, we've been in some videos together and a bunch of other projects, and we all just kind of recycle each other throughout each other's projects.
It's all, and usually when you're working in like a community that's close knit, it does become very incestuous in that sense, where you work on Friday the 13th with you over here, and then there's another show that pops up with other people over there, and then, you know what I mean. But so
yeah, that's exactly how it is, because that's how I've been getting like different like makeup jobs and other film work and stuff, because like this person worked with this person and they told them about me or whatever, so like Hayes, who's commenting right now, I mean, she's got
will be a great big family reunion.
It will. She's gotten pulled me into a couple of jobs, which got me a couple of other jobs, which got me, it's just like this network. And it's just really cool because I think everybody like in the arts and entertainment, whether it be music, horror, art, all of that stuff is all just kind of intertwined.
Yeah.
And and I think it's really cool that they're doing the Band Wars thing, Ticker and Hecate, because it is kind of bringing everybody together and making it like a community, trying to, keep everyone, music alive, and and especially locally. Yeah. So it's good to tie everybody.
Well, thank you guys for tuning in to our episode 12 with Ticker and go ahead and say
Hecate. Can you believe we've done 12 episodes already?
I know. And then we have an episode coming up Wednesday at 7 p.m.
We have a special episode.
Carl York from Cannibal Holocaust fame, Apollo 13 fame, and Idle Hands. Idle Hands. So tune in for that Wednesday, 7 o'clock.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome. And Vlad the Rad.
That's right.
All right.
Welcome to the Zompire Horde podcast. Join us every Monday, 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern, as your hosts, Vlad the Rad and Michelle of the Dead, discuss horror, true crime, and the macabre. Episodes available on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Join us, won't you?
Hi.